You told me to. Tell you a little secret. These people behind me, some of these people behind me, actually the people right behind me, when they found out we were going to play the 1812 Overture for a closing piece, said, Frank, when you're up there, talk for a long time. We need to rest before we can play that. I thought, when's Frank going to rest?
Never played drums before.
Well, before we go ahead, thank you again for being a wonderful audience. You always are. We really appreciate it. We also want to thank our veterans who served as flag bearers. And Craig, the beer good, actually arranges that whole thing. So thank you, Craig. And for playing the alto solo, and for leading the singing. Other than that, he sits back there.
Putting the flags here. It's like, hey Craig, I read this stuff. And he's like, oh, give me a few days, I'll have it for you. But he's fine, you guys can't borrow it. Just me and his wife get to do that.
We also want to thank our soloists again. I'm going to forget somebody, and that's embarrassing, but Chris, Brian, there were a whole mess of little solos in these pieces during the program.
Little one.
Adam, I believe, Drew back there on the tuba. I don't know who else. I was busy over here. So anyway, to the last piece. There's something about this piece that just resonates with people. It's not an American piece, we know that. It's a Russian piece. It's essentially a musical portrait of a battle between Napoleon's forces and the Russians in 1812, and I don't go into all the details. We can go on forever about that whole situation. But what I was able to find out is it came to the attention of the general public rather than just a symphonic audience. It had been played often as a symphony piece. Matter of fact, it was conducted by Tchaikovsky to open Carnegie Hall in New York back in 1891, I believe it was. But I think it really came to the attention of a big audience, the bicentennial of the Boston Pops, 1976. Arthur Fiedler on the harbor and the real cannons going off of the fireworks. There were 400,000 people at that bicentennial concert. So this piece got a lot of interest. I could go on and on about the piece, but I won't. It's a very interesting piece of music. It's got a lot of interesting background. I'm going to let the music speak for itself. It's a journey through some Russian folk music, through a beautiful Russian Orthodox hymn, the French national anthem appears several times, and it ends in a conclusion that's just stirring. It's a celebration of patriotism, and I don't think it matters if you're an American or Russian, a Frenchman. It's a moving piece of music.